I just bought the 6th generation of the iPad Pro 12.9 inch. This is the one with the M2 chip, 256 gigs of storage, and it's the cellular model. And to top it off, it came with the official Magic Keyboard. Now, I'm going to let you know the exact price I paid for this and the price you should be paying if you're buying it used. Because right now, everything in Apple's world has become extremely expensive. Here's the reality we are living in right now. The tech market currently is a mess. If you haven't heard, Apple just did a massive price hike on most of their products. For context, the M4 Mac Mini that powers my home office, the one I bought for 50,000 rupees, is now sitting around 95,000 rupees right now. This is actually insane. If something happens to my main setup right now, or if you make a bad purchasing decision, you could be completely destroyed financially. The fear of missing out and getting priced out of a good tech is real, and it's stressing a lot of people out. But don't worry. In this video, I will show you exactly how I scored this entire iPad Pro for a price that feels illegal. I'll explain why I bought this tablet even though I own a triple monitor setup on my home office. And finally, stick around because this might change how you buy your next device. It was my dream to buy an iPad ever since I joined the workforce about 5 years ago, but I couldn't just afford it back then. Plus, honestly, iPadOS was not really strong at that time. For me, the iPad always felt like a device that could offer the best of both worlds. A tablet has its own place, so does a laptop. But here is my honest opinion on this. A laptop can never fully replace a tablet like an iPad, especially if it's a Mac without a touchscreen. If it could, iPad sales would have been dropped, but instead they're on the rise even after the massive price hikes. On the flip side, an iPad can try to be like a MacBook as long as you are willing to make some few sacrifices. If you follow this channel, you already know that I currently own 2 iPhones. I have an iPhone 15 Plus as my work phone, which stays on my desk all the time, and an iPhone 12 as my personal phone. Now, I really enjoy the smaller screen on the iPhone 12. It's easy to carry around, it's compact, and because it has a smaller battery, it stops me from doom scrolling all the day. But that smaller screen was starting to ruin my movie watching life. I'm a huge movie and TV show watcher. After switching to the iPhone 12, my movie hobby hit an all-time low. Now, I know I could just watch movies on my M4 Mac Mini, but I don't want to mix my work mentality in the home office with my relaxation time. Plus, I really wanted to experience movies on the iPad's beautiful mini LED display. That big high-quality screen was a huge factor for me, and that is exactly why I chose the 12.9-inch model over the 11-inch model. Together with movies, I used to play a lot of games. As someone who never leaves my house because of my work-from-home life, gaming was my biggest stress reliever. I used to play BGMI and Call of Duty a lot, but I stopped playing them, even on my iPhone 15 Plus, because mobile gaming just started to feel limiting, mainly because of the screen size. I wanted something much more powerful that could handle 90 FPS gameplay on BGMI without breaking a sweat. As you can see, this is the maximum setting I'm getting on my iPad right now, and it's buttery smooth. I also use these huge screens to play some classic games such as Mini Militia, Angry Birds 2, Plants vs Zombies, Asphalt Legends, Clash of Clans, Genshin Impact. I know these are some older games, but playing them on this device gives me a massive feeling of nostalgia. Before I actually got this M2 iPad Pro, I originally ordered an M1 iPad Pro 12.9-inch from Cashify for around 48,000 rupees. I was really excited for this, but the delivery got delayed. I even contacted the nearest Blue Dart hub to try to collect it myself. Then something really disgusting happened at Cashify's end. I'm pretty sure they did this because Apple has just announced their price hikes. Cashify completely cancelled my order by themselves and called the device back to their store. It was sitting right near my home and I couldn't do anything about it. They didn't give me a proper reason, and when I emailed them, their customer executive tried to blame my bank, but the payment was already successful. What's more pathetic is that they delayed my refund because I raised complaints. It took me almost a week and multiple fights with my bank and Razorpay to get my money back. They clearly did this to resell the same exact iPad at a higher price tag because Apple has already hiked their price, but stopping Cashify from hiking prices as well. Now even the used refurbished market has raised their prices, which is just sad. I started getting this serious form of fear. During those initial days of price hikes, I felt like broken. Even Flipkart started raising prices of the ancient models like the iPad Air M2 by almost 15,000 rupees. I felt like if I didn't buy the iPad right now, I would never be able to afford it again. I'm sure a lot of you watching this video can relate to this exact feeling. But the FOMO is exactly why I started hunting. And the main reason I have this exact iPad with me is because I found an incredible deal. Again, for context, this is the iPad Pro 12.9-inch 6th generation with the M2 chip, 256 gigs of storage, and the cellular connectivity. And it came with an official Apple Magic Keyboard and an ESR clear case. I got it all for exactly 70,000 rupees. I bought it from a personal seller from OLX without any middleman. When I saw the listing for 75,000 rupees, I thought it was a scam or the device was broken or something. I contacted the guy immediately, and after slightly negotiating, I brought the price down to 70,000 rupees because it had a tiny dent near the camera and some wear and tear on the keyboard. Even though 70k was way out of my budget, I borrowed some money from a family and rushed to meet him the exact same day. I tested every single aspect of the device 3 hours straight before handing over the money. If you guys want me to make a dedicated video video on my multi-step procedure for testing used device. So you don't get scammed, let me know in the comment section below. When I did my research, this 256 gigs of cellular model alone cost 80,000 rupees. That is used. With the Magic Keyboard, which is over 30,000 rupees brand new, this bundle should easily cost about 90,000 rupees to 95,000 rupees in today's market. So always be on the lookout on OLX or Facebook Marketplace. By the way, if you're finding these tips helpful and want to optimize your digital life without going broke, take a second to subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend who needs it the most. It's completely free and helps me make more videos like this. Like I said, I have an M4 Mac Mini powering a triple monitor setup on my home office. But when Apple raised the price of Mac Mini from 50,000 rupees to 95,000 rupees, I started overthinking. What if something happens to my Mac Mini right now? It would completely destroy my workflow because I cannot justify to buy another one for 95,000 rupees. I wanted to be completely on the safer side. I needed a plan B. This is exactly why I chose this larger 12.9-inch iPad. I wanted a machine big enough and powerful enough to act as my primary replacement for my Mac if disaster strikes, which I hope never happens. Even though I know that it can't do everything the Mac does, but basically I wanted to be on the safer side. This next part might sound silly or make some of you mad, but please don't judge me. Even with the 3 monitors on my desk, even after that I felt limiting while editing videos. The M4 Mac Mini supports up to 3 monitors. When I edit videos on DaVinci Resolve, I use one monitor for my timeline, one for my media files and effects, and third one for browsing and downloading files via Arc browser. But I wanted a dedicated high quality screen just for video playback, or just using Finder to drag in clips. Thanks to Apple's Sidecar and universal control features, I can easily use this mini LED display as my fourth screen. It gives me clean full screen playback for the videos I'm editing, or I'll just leave Notion or Gemini open to ask questions while I work. And the craziest part, even if I don't use it as an actual display, my mouse and my keyboard seamlessly move over to the iPad automatically, as long as they share the same Wi-Fi and the same iCloud account. It works like magic. I'll be honest with you guys, I am caught with the Apple's ecosystem trap. Their marketing is actually brilliant. I know this because I work as a marketing officer and my job is to make people buy stuff, and Apple is best at it. Even though I consider myself as a logical buyer, I own an iPhone, a Mac and an Apple Watch, and now this iPad. Deep down I always wanted it, and my willpower finally broke. If you have watched my previous videos, you know I live the two-phone life. One phone for my work and one for my personal stuff. When work ends, I turn off the Wi-Fi on my work phone and just put it away. But maintaining two phones has its limits, and honestly I was starting to feel a bit overwhelmed. This is where the cellular features of the iPad became a lifesaver. I am planning to replace my work phone, which is the iPhone 15 Plus, with this iPad. I will use the iPad as my secondary work device. While I can't make normal cellular calls on this, I can easily take work calls on my Slack, Signal or WhatsApp. Because of this, I can finally sell my iPhone 15 Plus to pay back the money I borrowed from my family. Hot tip to everyone carrying two phones: you might not need two phones. Try giving the one phone, one iPad lifestyle a shot. There is a massive flaw with the triple monitor setup with an M4 Mac Mini. What is that? You can't actually carry it around. I mean, you can carry it around, but I'm a sane person. I realized this was a problem recently when one of my family member was sick and hospitalized. I had to be in the hospital, which means I couldn't reach my home office for work. Having this iPad means I can do some of my job perfectly even if I'm not at home. My triple monitor setup makes me way faster and way more efficient. But having a powerful device I can actually throw in my bag is a game changer. I can get the essential things done from anywhere. I can finally start traveling a bit without worrying about hauling a desktop computer with me. Finally, the last reason I bought this is for you guys. With the upcoming iPadOS 27 and all the new Siri AI features that are rolling out, I wanted to have the right hardware to test its features and make videos about it. I would be lying if I said I bought this just for the channel, but it's definitely a huge bonus. So that's the complete story why I dropped 70,000 rupees on a used iPad Pro in 2026. If you found this video helpful, you might also like these videos here. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time, same day, same time. Sayonara.